Hello to my Cappies. All right, Capricorns, let's get right into it. A couple of you all actually won some of the giveaways during Aquarius season. We just had a big giveaway during Aquarius season. And so for those of you all who want to participate, we like to try to keep it fun and as stress-free as possible. So don't forget, if you want to participate, you are more than welcome to participate. You try not to make it stressful. A lot of you all did not get a chance to participate during your birthday season. So if you have Aquarius anywhere in your birth chart, some of you all are cuspers. You're on the cusp, right? You don't have to be, but check your birth chart. It's really just kind of encouraging people to check their birth charts. That's why I do it, just to try to encourage people to check their birth charts, try to make it fun, get you to learn more about, excuse me, yourself. You could have your moon sign could be Aquarius, right? Your moon sign just as important as your sun sign, but wherever, if it falls anywhere in your birth chart, study that part of yourself. So you're not looking to an ex who may be an Aquarius that broke your heart, or a parent or friend. You're not looking at it in a negative sense. You're learning that's a part of who you are, and learning at what it looks like at the highest frequency, right? So let's get into it. Let's get right into it. So congratulations to those of you all who did win. You did participate in the giveaway, and also we did a 30-minute free reading. Well, 30 minutes of free readings. Let me make sure I clarify. 30 minutes of free readings on the 20th of January for my Capricorns, just to kind of sort of close it out, because I did promise you all that we were going to do one last giveaway for my Capricorn. So congratulations to those of you all who won that. And that's it. Let's get into it. Let's set an intention for your reading. All of my relationships are harmonious. All of them. Not some of them, but all of them. All of my relationships are harmonious, okay? All of them. Make a bold declaration. All of them, not some of them. All of my relationships are harmonious. Put it out in the universe when you wake up. Wake up every day. All of my relationships are harmonious. Just put it out. Just say it. Just all of my relationships are harmonious. Put it out there. It's not going to hurt, right? Put it out there. All of them are harmonious. You'd be surprised if you set the tone for your day, right? And see how things flow. Let's see what your number is. Let's see, pull an angel number card for you. Let's see. So everybody got a bonus video on Monday. Everybody got a bonus video on Monday. So this is going to be your video for Wednesday. This is going to close out the rest of the month. 292, channel anxiety. So create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. So your angels are validating that the anxiety and grief you are experiencing can be overwhelming. Your angels are with you presently. They urge you to channel those emotions into a positive distraction. Clear your energetic space to create an oasis for something enjoyable and unrelated to your anxieties by cleansing yourself with water in some way. So take a bath or a shower, or go swimming if possible. So, like the shower, the cleansing, you're in the shower, just kind of sort of envisioning yourself, just kind of sort of washing all of whatever was causing you anxiety down the drain. Just seeing it just kind of sort of go down the drain, right? Just envisioning it going down the drain, right? Channeling that anxiety. But yeah, seeing this are harmonious. All of my relationships are harmonious. Doesn't mean you get along with everybody, but you see this, like, eventually you'll walk into a room and you'll just kind of sort of see just harmony. You'll start to see it. You say, okay, you know what? I'm in harmony with everything in here. Everything in here. Table, the chairs, the people. I'm just in harmony with everything in this room. Everything in here, right? So it'll just change the whole mood of just wherever you are. I'm just in harmony with everything in here. And so if there's somebody else who's out of sync or out of harmony with something, that'll eventually, it'll just come right out. But for you, you've already made that bold declaration. You are in all of my relationships are harmonious, right? You can relate to that relatability. You can relate to everybody in some way, shape, form, or fashion. right? As a human being, right? So let's get into your reading. Get some good news for you. Let's get some good news. We're going to try to keep it short and sweet since we don't want to overwhelm everybody. With extra readings, right? Yeah, we don't want to overwhelm everybody. We got the February readings that are going up. The February readings that are going up. So yeah, we had a full wolf moon, and so you know what side you land on right now. You are more enlightened about yourself, like what has come to the light about yourself. You're starting believing in yourself a little bit more. Your confidence level is starting to go up. So this is good. You're learning how to channel your anxiety. Here we have High Priestess, right? See, you step through these pillars, darkness into the light. Ooh, darkness into the light. Darkness into the light. So you've learned a little bit more about yourself and your spiritual gifts, right? So say, all of my relationships are harmonious, right? Say it to yourself. All of your relationships are harmonious. So I'm talking to men and women when I say High Priestess gifts. We're talking about your feelings about things. Your High Priestess connects us with the moon. You know what you feel. You like to be enlightened about things, and that's what you can relate to other people. We're talking about all of my relationships are harmonious. So I'm in relationship with people who like to be in harmony with me, right? So I know how it feels to be left out of things, to be left in the dark about things. So if I know someone that I'm leaving out of the dark in things, I don't want to leave someone that I can relate to in the dark. I want to be in harmony with those energies, right? So you want to channel that anxiety and reroute that nervous energy, create positive distractions. Positive distractions. All right, let's see. So yeah, justice. So that's why you're going to keep the peace. So this connects us to Libra. Libra is like about keeping the peace. It's about being at peace, right? Being at peace. So if you're in between two energies, you're trying to keep the peace. You're trying to keep the peace, right? Within yourself. You're trying to keep the peace within yourself, right? You're not trying to do yourself an injustice, right? So that's you doing the shadow work. And the shadow work is coming out of the shadows. What have I kept in the dark? What have I not brought into the light, right? So for example, what could be, let's say you are a let's say for example, you're going to dinner with friends, right? And you know that there's a friend there who feels uncomfortable around another friend, right? Something happened, they don't really talk anymore, whatever. But you're the one that's in the light, and you've done the shadow work, meaning that you know somebody doesn't feel comfortable around somebody, then you're going to speak up. There it is. I mean, something just that simple. Something has brought you into something. You have been enlightened about something. You have been enlightened about something. That's how you do yourself justice, and you keep the peace within, right? You just do. That's how you keep the peace within yourself, right? You are enlightened. You've been in the dark before. You know how that feels. That's what we're talking about. All of my relationships are harmonious. You know how to create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. It may make you feel nervous at first because somebody's like, oh, no, we can all get together. Hold on, let me make a phone call, make everybody aware, bring everybody into the light, because you're no longer dark wolf energy, right? If you believe, remember we had the moon is the I believe sign. If I believe somebody is going to feel nervous or have anxiety, and I'm already enlightened, I want to be the one to let everybody know what's going on. Hey, so-and-so is going to be there. Just giving you a heads up. Boom. Hey, you at peace with it. I'm just letting you know who's going to be there. Y'all know what it's about when you go to family functions. Okay, who all is going to be there? You got to ask that question, right? Or you're in an event. Work event. Okay, who? Y'all the ones asking who made this potluck dish. Right? Y'all the one that's asking, right? So here we have the Empress card. Yeah. So that's how you grow your abundance and your prosperity. That is how you grow your abundance and your prosperity, is that something should motivate you. Something should motivate you to, for you to be at peace, because you know how this feels. This is what you connect with, and how people talk about people behind their back and how that hurts. That's what you connect with. Especially when people have done the shadow work. Yeah. So something motivated you to say, okay, this, well, that people have done the work. They have done the shadow work as you have done the shadow work. And somebody, you can relate to somebody. You have high priestess gifts. That's what you can relate to, right? And we have the King of Cups here. Something brought somebody to a higher level of emotional maturity, right? Especially when you deal with cold-hearted energies who, like I said one time before, who like to see people cry one minute, laugh the next, right? But they usually do it in front of a group of people. They like to manipulate energy. So let's get to the real good energy here, right? So I'm seeing justice in your favor. I definitely feel like you have, you like to keep the peace. You really, really like to keep the peace here. You like to keep the peace here, right? Here's the Seven of Swords here. So a lot of things have been said about you behind your back, right? And some of it is good. Some of it is really good. But you've heard some people say some things about, once people left, somebody has said some things about somebody that you love behind your back, and it was not good at all. It was a complete and total assassination of character behind people's back that really pushed you into speaking up, like really pushed you into the light about some things that just really kind of woke you up, just like, whoa, right? So it's you got the message loud and clear. You got a message loud and clear. So of just how people feel, and something was overwhelming for you. You got a message loud and clear. Yep, you got a message loud and clear. So something, like I said, brought you to a level of emotional maturity that again mirrored something and just how it feels to be left out in the cold. Right? So it's almost like Source had to put you in someone else's shoes. Something happened for somebody, you were in somebody else's shoes, right? For you to feel like, man, this is how it feels. Like, man, this is how it feels to be in somebody else's shoes, right? But it had to be somebody that, because these are major secrets here. Somebody is dead. You're talking about you are highly gifted. Like and I talk to a lot of you all, you all are highly gifted. But you had to really be in somebody's shoes, that you had to experience something where people were that determined to see somebody that you love as competition, to a point that they would assassinate their character behind their back, and that you would see somebody else be a master manipulator. Like, you had to see it like in real time, and like really leave somebody out in the cold. Like, you had to see this, right? And so you said, no, I need to learn how to channel this anxiety here. I don't like this. I don't like this feeling at all. Like, no. So you're very close to opening up your vault door. Very close to opening up your vault door. Because you've done the shadow work. Remember, all of this is genderless, right? All this is genderless. You've done the shadow work. You know your worth. You know your value. Something big is about to happen for you. Something that you prayed for is about to happen for you. So let's see what's about to happen. Let's see what's about to happen for you. Yeah, let's see what's about to happen for you. Yeah. Somebody saw somebody as competition, and all they could see was that they were just in it to win it. That's all. Leaving people out in the cold. Like, for you like, wow. Somebody had to go to that length to do a complete and total character assassination. Like, what in the world? Yeah. So you you both in your personal and your professional life, money is coming across your path. Yeah, money is coming across your path. You about to see your money grow both in your personal and your professional life. But you had to, something source had to show you how deep some roots were with two energies for you and for somebody else. Like you had to see, when we talk about planting seeds, those roots run deep, but they also go up high, right? We see the evidence of the growth when the plant starts growing above the soil, right? But we don't really know how deep those roots run beneath the soil, right? We never know how deep those roots run when it's beneath the soil, right? And how, like when people who like to plant plants, right? When you're pulling up those weeds, sometimes you're pulling up those roots, and those roots, you pick those roots up, you're like, oh, these roots are really deep. Like, look how far down this goes. And you may have this much plant, but this much roots, right? You never know how deep those roots go when you're talking about some deep-seated hatred and anger and frustration. So you had to see something like real time to see like what in the world. And so for you, you had to see something you had to physically see. That's why something brought you to a place of saying all of my relationships are harmonious. You just said you need to channel this anxiety. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like I said, justice is in your favor, because you're trying to grow your abundance and your prosperity. But here we have the Queen of Queen of Swords here. Queen of Swords here. I see you now sitting on your throne, just kind of carefully, just vetting your thoughts about when people are behind closed doors, and just how damaging it can be, for people who are, their character is assassinated behind their back. They have no clue. Because for some people, like I said before, you've seen it. You've seen how damaging it can be for some people. For some people, you don't see it. Yeah, for some people, you don't see it. But somebody was definitely dealing with two vain, vengeful, green with envy spirits. That's what this is right here, Venus. Who felt some kind of way. But so, like I said, you got some like I said, you are right there at your vault door with whatever it is you prayed for. You got page energy here, so this is a message. Something about you feeling like a fish out of water emotionally. Something new you're creating where you almost feel like you're a fish out of water, or something that you're creating. So it could be a new business. It could be new something that you're creating. You almost feel like a fish out of water that you're doing. But you're going to start seeing your money grow. You're about to start seeing your money grow. But that could have also been feeling like a fish out of water too, like seeing something in real time. Like you may have believed something, but you didn't know how deep-seated something was in terms of like people leaving somebody out in the cold of something. When it comes to legacy wealth. Yep, when it comes to legacy wealth, you may not have seen how deep-seated something was until you saw it, right? But until you saw something happen with you, and until you saw something happen with someone else, like how that binds you and somebody else. So it could be like you and a sibling, like it's like the tie that binds you and somebody together. So like some people have like a sibling where y'all are bound by that, where y'all are the only ones that's kind of left out of something, where you just feel like, wow, these people really don't know your worth and they don't know your value. And it's real deep seated. Like, were y'all really a part of the family? Like, what is this, right? And it's real deep seated, right? So anyway, you did the shadow work. Once you did the shadow work, and you see like your intuition start to really, you came through you came through this pillar here, and you started to see some stuff, and you started growing your abundance and your prosperity. Something let you know you had something in common, with someone of just kind of being left out of stuff. He said, oh no. So yeah, you got a message coming through. You got some good news coming through. Some really, really good news coming through. And yeah. Something you're about to feel like the light side of, you're about to feel like something is going to start moving forward. You're going to start seizing opportunities. You're going to start getting more motivated, more enthusiastic. When you look at the Four of Cups, usually you would think like depression, feeling like your back is against the wall, feeling like you like stagnation, refusing new opportunities, boredom. That's usually what it is. I'm reading the cards upright and reverse, but that's about to change because you're so close to opening up your vault door, right? And so you are right here at your vault door. And when you're seeing how, when it comes to, you have these watchdogs, but in the spirit realm, like you have people who are watching over you and someone's legacy, like watching over you and someone's legacy, especially you and someone who have been talked about behind your back, character had been assassinated, but you all have still risen to the occasion and still been very positive. That's why you say all of my relationships are harmonious. When you make that bold declaration to channel that anxiety and create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy, right? Reroute that nervous energy. If you're nervous, okay, let me get up and do something positive. Let me do something productive today. Let me find something productive to do. I'm looking at my cell phone. Okay, of course you're going to get some rest, but what am I doing between this hour and this hour? What am I doing between this hour and this hour? Am I doing something productive? Am I taking a class? Am I learning a new skill? I mean, can I start a YouTube channel? Can I, start a brand, a clothing brand? Can I do something that's going to increase my revenue, get me one step closer to what I've spoken to existence? What am I going to do to create something? You're very creative, right? So I'm going to create something, right? So yeah, this water right here, create. So for you, that's where that stagnation is going to go. That's the end of stagnation. If I'm around somebody who I know is creative and they've been telling me how I can create, hey, you know what? I might as well try it. I might as well. If I see how they're working, I'm going to try it. I'm going to try it. They're doing it. And I've been inspired and motivated by them. They've done the shadow work. I can do it too, right? Yeah. People talk about them behind their back. I've physically seen them. People talk about them behind their back. I've seen them behind closed doors where people have talked behind them not wanting to get up. I've seen this. I've seen people assassinate their character, but I've seen them still speak highly of people. Right? So that's what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing this. See, a lot of you all, because you don't know how to channel your anxiety, you don't know that you're high priestess gifts. You don't know that you're empress energy. You don't know about your gifts because you're looking at it as like, okay, I'm getting all these downloads. I don't know what are they? What is this? Journal it. It doesn't have to be structured. It'll be all over the place at first. It'll be all over the place at first. What does this mean? That's when you go into prayer. Source, make it make sense. Show me in a way that I would understand. See? Yeah. That's how you're going to stay focused. That is how you're going to stay focused. Write it down. Write it down. So you're going to get clarity of thought. Write it down. It don't even have to make sense at first. Because it won't. It really will not make sense at first. It won't make sense at first. But eventually it will. So That's how you're going to stay focused. Because you're not running away from anything. You're learning how to stay focused. You're learning how to stay focused, right? Yeah. So, yeah. Like I said, some energies, what you've inherited, looking at your cards here, it's like somebody has passed down the baton to you, whether the person is still alive or not. Somebody has passed the baton to you. It says once something has ended, here's some fresh water to keep on going. When you feel like, okay, something has ended, a business relationship has ended, a friendship has ended, a marriage has ended, a job has ended, whatever has ended, you moved somewhere to you left the geographical of something has ended, right? A contract has ended. I'm trying to think of as much when something has ended, and you feel like, okay, what am I going to do with this time? Here's some fresh water for your next journey. That's an inherited gift, right? So you're not sitting there twiddling your thumbs trying to figure out, what am I going to do? Here's some water for your journey, some spiritual water. You're tapped in to, okay, I know what to do because I know what my moon sign is. The moon has an affinity with water. I printed out that list from Google. I went and typed how to nurture my moon sign. I know exactly what to do. I know how to pour into myself. Yeah, I know how to pour into myself, right? I've learned how to pour into myself. Why? Because I learned from somebody who knows, who did the shadow work. I don't have to sit around and gossip and talk about people behind their back and assassinate their character or seem like I'm running away from anything when I can stay focused. I can stay focused. I don't have to join in the reindeer games. It's not a competition. That's how you'll know a person who has done the shadow work and someone who hasn't. Making a decision. That's when you make a decision. So partnership in business, a partnership in love. That's how you're going to be making a decision from now on in business and a partnership in love. That is how you're going to know clearly who has done the shadow work and who has not done the shadow work. Just by how you channel their anxiety. Just how they channel their anxiety. Some people have a ball of anxiety and they go right to the negative. Somebody channel their anxiety and they go find something positive to do. Not to say that you won't have negative thoughts. That's everybody, but yeah. You're going to find something positive to do. You're going to be intentional about it, right? You're going to be intentional about it. So that's what I'm saying for you all. That's what I'm saying for you all. Yeah. In a very meek way, right? In a very meek way. You're tapping into your strength. That's how you're going to tap into your strength. And that's what's tying you and somebody together. You're not going to tap into confusion. You're tapping into initiating clarity. That's what you're doing. Initiating clear magician energy. Initiating clarity. Not getting looped into confusion. Right? Why? Because here we go. All of my relationships are harmonious. See this rainbow right here? This is harmony. This is divine and harmonious connections. That's what this rainbow symbolizes, is harmony. All of my relationships are harmonious. If people are sitting around in toxic energies, guess what? That's what Capricorn is doing. That's not feeding you. That's not going to your soil. That's not any growth at all. Because that's not you planting seeds. You don't want those roots to run deep. You're like, not me. I'm up. I'm out. Good seeing everybody. Deuces. I'm out. So that's what I'm seeing for you. So I do feel like a lot of your moving forward, I see a lot of very healthy relationships for you. So we have 4, 5, 6. This is what you've inherited moving forward creatively. I do see you being in a very harmonious relationships. Where as far as like work is concerned, I see you having a very rich legacy, like I said, with someone. Whether it's you and your love interest, you and somebody having, because I'm seeing partnerships in business and partnerships in love. But something had to really kind of get somebody out of survival mode, that mindset. Something had to get you out of survival mode mindset. Yeah. Yeah. So somebody could have moved or thinking about moving. Yeah, you could have moved or some kind of like something new. But I'm seeing growth here. It's like I have a growth mindset. A lot of growth here. New and exuberant love. A new and exuberant love is not always a person. It could be like just like a newfound love for just, sometimes it's just a whole new scenery for you. Of just saying, okay, you just need a whole new scenery to just kind of just take, just something different. All right. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing for you all. All right. So yeah, you definitely let's say all of your relationships are harmonious. Okay. All right. All right. Let's close it out. Gratitude. So fill me with gratitude for all you give me. I be a vehicle for you wherever I go. And you obviously will be source, right? Yeah, so in your personal and your professional life. So somebody is possibly getting a new job where, again, this is a level of emotional maturity that you have. You may be a young person, but your younger person or whatever your age is doesn't really matter. But your level of emotional maturity by what you've gone through and just how you've been through seeing people being left out of things and how cold people can be and leaving people out. And you felt that yourself, right? As a time to give rather than a time to take. I believe when you watch this video, the moon will be in Virgo. You have meticulously analyzed, like something about you as an earth sign, really studied something, and just how damaging that can be when people, are left out. Like you've seen, like you have a soulmate. Something about your soul picked up on something. Like you just feel like, this is what you connect with. Something you connect with on an emotional level. Something you connect with on an emotional level. Like your physical body connects with something. Like, yeah. Here we have health checkup. So something affected your health. Something, affected your health. Possibly your mental health, something could have possibly affected your mental health and just seeing how cold people can be. So, and it doesn't necessarily mean somebody had a nervous breakdown, right? It doesn't necessarily mean somebody had a nervous breakdown, but it could, just could have affected somebody's health. And just when people talking about people behind their back or doing something to affect somebody's reputation and just the stuff that people did could have definitely affected you. So, all right. Just to compete, like what? Just to compete. Just to leave somebody out in the cold in something. The stuff that people will do to compete with somebody. Claim that somebody has diseases and claim that people are mentally ill and just anything to compete, just to put themselves in center stage. The stuff that I feel like you all have heard and y'all have seen, the decisions that people make for you all have made you sick to your stomach. So, yeah. the way that you all have seen people pray on people. So it definitely, something has definitely increased your prayer life. Something has definitely increased your prayer life for people. But anyway, that's what I have for you all. Hopefully this has been very helpful. Again, channeling your anxiety and creating positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. And then again, making sure all of your relationships are harmonious, but something has brought you into high priestess energy and in away from dark magician energy, right? Because again, you've seen some things. And I do see you moving forward. And I do see, like I said before, your money growing. Again, money is not everything. Obviously, you know that. But something is keeping you focused now. Yeah, something is keeping you very, very focused. I'm just trying to see if there was anything else in the cards here. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I have for you. Hopefully this has been helpful. I was trying to keep this very short, but I guess that didn't happen. But anyway, that is what I have for you. All right. Have a great rest of your week. All right. Bye.